Today, folks, it's the turn. All 17 teams competing in a single elimination tournament for a piece of a $150,000 prize pool. All right, next matchup, the fourth of the afternoon. We've got the dudes from Milwaukee.
Friday night, we played against Bucks Gaming. Obviously, we were the 3 seed going in, so we had pretty high expectations in the tournament. One of the biggest changes, obviously, was Haza UK2K. Harry was in the lineup at power forward, so you're in, officially. I said it like last night. It's official now.
I had a feeling for a couple of weeks in training. I've been doing very well. I've been speaking to Jonah and Chuck and Dayfri and the whole team about possibilities and what I could be doing when I could be coming in. In training, I was trying extra hard. I was making sure I was doing everything as best as I could. I was being even more loud. I was talking more. I wasn't making sure I got too high or too low. We won or lost, and obviously it paid off, and here I am.
Behind the scenes, a lot of people don't know, Harry probably works harder than anybody else on this team. He's like the first one up, playing in practice. He always wants to play one-on-ones against anybody. He's like, he's a huge trash talker in practice. He's always working hard. He never takes games off. He's always, he always has something to prove. So I submitted the lineup, and Harry's playing the 4 today, so you guys know, officially. That is not to say that there are better matchups with JLB in there, because there 100% is. So don't think that you're just not playing all tournament, because that's definitely not a thing. I think that it's a better matchup for us.
Harry is a little more defensive minded. He is always there to sort of just help on the rebounds, whereas JLB is more of an offensive minded player, where he's a better shooter. He can score more off the dribble. But specifically for this weekend, we knew that we were going to focus primarily on the defensive end, and the offense will sort of click by itself.
And also, with teams going more inside focused, like we knew the Bucks were, we knew the Celtics were, we thought that Harry, Giannis is great as a shooter and an outside player. We thought that Harry might be a little better as an inside player. So that's really why we went towards Harry. It wasn't anything Giannis did wrong. JLB didn't do anything wrong. It was more that, I thought Harry was working really hard, and he deserved his playing time.
We definitely knew that there was something up for grabs with the spot. I haven't been playing my game lately. Harry played great in practice. He deserved to start over me for sure. Was just unlucky with the matchups. It was what was best for the team at that moment, and we will continue to work and see.
Harry seemed like he was ready, and it kind of showed, I think, in his game on Friday. He had a good game.
I thought it was quite fun. I thought going onto the stage would be a lot more kind of intimidating with everyone watching, hear a lot of noise, but as soon as you put those headphones on, you can't hear anything other than your teammates. It's kind of my zone. I felt everyone's talking to me, you could feel the atmosphere.
My biggest thing for him was his energy. He's super energetic, has big trash talker, super big aggressor. And so on stage, I know that that's amplified because you have the adrenaline going.
Oh yeah! All the way. He had built as well. I'm wing. Oh, good ball, yo. You saved me there. That's nice. Barbecue chicken. When you mashy, you're mashy.
But he was prepared, I think, mentally, and I think that he's getting better every day. So, as long as we just keep working with him, I think that, he could be a premier power forward in this league. I truly believe that.
Big donut.
So the Bucks, we were really prepared for. Watched a lot of film on them. We knew if we took out Peroxide's right hand, he couldn't really score.
In that first half against the Bucks, we played great defense, great offense.
Dayfri had a huge game. Dimez played pretty well. Seam had a couple big shots, pretty typical stuff.
And that's why the Mavs are up by 18. Dayfri and Larry canceling each other out. What are you going to do about Dimez? Where is King Peroxide? He was a big part of this ball game. We haven't seen him so far.
I mean, this tandem from the Mavs is really starting to come to life. We always talk about Dimez, we talk about Dayfri, but Seam has really established himself as that go-to third option, no doubt about it. Give that man an interview at the end of a game at some point. I want to hear from him.
First half, I can't tell you how much we were up by, but we knew we were a lot better than them, up by a substantial amount. Second half, we took our foot off the pedal a little bit, let them get back into the game, had a few crazy shots, but we made it a little bit easier to hit them.
We didn't score much, we let them score a lot. They hit a lot of threes.
Going into the fourth quarter, I felt like I played good, and we had one goal, which was not to give up threes. It's a mental thing. Like when you up so much, I felt like I was complacent, and I gave too many threes, and I almost let them come back.
I don't want no threes. We can trade twos all game. So we kind of really got lucky away with it in the end. They were on a momentum swing, and thankfully it was the end of the fourth quarter. see him hit a really worthful three-pointer.
Boy, they're sort of playing to lose right now. But Seems says, no, forget about it.
Ultimately, we came out with the win, but we could have improved a lot.
I feel like, we didn't finish that game well, but we dominated most of the game.
We were able to get a win in the first round, which was obviously, important to us, so we just took care of business when we needed to.
74-68. The Mavs will advance on, collect a little cash, and head on to round number 2.
After that, we got the Celtics for our third time. We played the Celtics now in the second round of the tournament, and they were the 11 seed in the tournament, but obviously, everyone knew they're better than an 11 seed, and they went with a double inside player game plan against us, and that's what they did against the Jazz as well, and it really kind of exposed some of our weaknesses as a team. And
they came out with a whole new lineup that I don't think we were ready for. It's hard to beat a good team 3 times. So we got kind of like the short end of the stick right there because we had to play them, a third time, but it is what it is.
We knew they wanted that game badly. It showed, before the game even they were, Dayfri and Melodies were going back at it. It was intense, definitely.
I hear you. Yeah. Come on.
We started well for once, which we aren't really used to against big teams. I think we were up by 4 in the first quarter.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah! You look scared. You look real scared. Keep squinting. You can't stop no one.
You know that. You ain't failed. You're baiting. You know that.
As it kind of progressed, we got worse and worse. The second quarter, we struggled to score. The third, once again, we know it's our weak quarter. Every time you can see in the stats, I think we got 6 points.
They came out with a different game plan. This time they didn't play with a stretch at the 4. They came out with a rebound athletic. And that was what killed us a little bit. We gave up a lot of offensive rebounds.
It kind of exposes more of the sharp rim build at the 4 more than anything else. The sharp rim build is just not very good, and so when you're able to just attack it with the athletic rebounder, it's just easy to score. And that's what they did a good job of, and it was, they got a lot of free buckets doing that, and we weren't able to get free buckets on the other end, and so they just, at the end of the day, they outgrinded us in that game.
I just felt their game plan for us right, and they put us the right way. We had a bad third quarter, we had 6 points, that's low for us. And anytime you have 6 points in a quarter, you're not gonna do good. You're not expected to win that game, along with our about 14, 15 turnovers.
So we played great defense. Harry played great defense. He did the best he could with sort of what was provided with him. Dayfri played great defense. They just killed us on the rebounds.
We had a game plan going in, and it wasn't really followed as well as expected. I think that we got enough stops to win the game. We just didn't score enough. But it is what it is, and we got to move forward and see what we can do to be better as a team and make sure that doesn't happen again.
The second half was all Celtics crossover gaming. Mavs, even though they scored 24 points in the fourth, they only scored 6 points in the third, and it led to their demise. A 77-59 win for the Celtics. They move on to the semifinals.
It's definitely hard. There's no question. It's a challenge to refocus after losing a game like that, especially against a team that we know we can beat because we've beaten them twice already.
So every Monday morning, everyone's still sour about the loss. Sunday was still quite a long playing journey, so you had time to think about it then, once again in the morning. But when we get back to training and we watch the film, we know what we've done wrong, and we can accept that. We can then move on and then start to worry about the Cavs.
We know what we have to do. We have to get back to work now. Can't look back. We can't change the past. Just have to look forward to the Cavs this weekend.
We know that they're a good team. Again, they're sort of an inside presence team. They run pretty much the same builds as the Celtics. So obviously there's going to be changes needed because we don't want to run into the same situation we just went into.
I think definitely we're going to be more prepared for stuff like this in the future. It's still so early in the season. It's important to remember that. And, that's what I've been trying to preach to the guys is, we're third of the way through the season. We're still a top 5 team in this league. We're 4-1. We're one of 2 teams that's 4-1 in this league. This team is 4-0. My biggest thing now is just let's focus on the Cavs gaming team and let's see if we can start 5-1.
Yeah. So Morocco was actually supposed to draft me, the Cavs manager. So this one's a little bit personal for me because he passed on me. But Hood's not playing, their #1 pick. He's not going to play this week, so we just got to get ready. hopefully just play good defense and we rebound. I think we'll be just fine.